this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500. Not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try and get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this...
The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Charlotte. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. From the gun, it's Young. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Throwing on second down, Young. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Out of the shotgun, Young. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception.
Now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. In motion, Shakir. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First and 10. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here comes Otten in motion. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Receiver in motion, headed left. He pulls it in around the 5. Second and goal. On the ground, here's Henry. And he's going the wrong way.
Now with that stop on second and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. Third and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Bucs will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Panthers offense going to take over now for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On second down, Young. Quick throw, taken in. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Now Young. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Here's their punter now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He's been solid here in the early part of the season, up amongst the NFL's leaders in passing yardage. Here comes Otten in motion. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He's to midfield. Derrick Henry. And he is gone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Holding offense.
Oh, as costly as they come. The holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time. Throwing now on third and long. And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Panthers move out to a 7-3 lead. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Back to the air one more time. A pass pulled in by Henry. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down is Young. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They face second down and 7. They send a receiver in motion left. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Buccaneers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Here comes Otten in motion. Now a give on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also a first down. He'll drop to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here comes Otten in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Third and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Otten. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. He'll look to throw. That one taken in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Buccaneers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted. And you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Buccaneers offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Get this complete right side to Otten.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Young to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Young going to give it to Brooks. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Motion man sent right. From the gun, it's Young. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range. but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's his tight end, Otten.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 45. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Here comes Otten in motion. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Buccaneers 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down. When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Young. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Now he'll run. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So we'll take a breath. We're at the half. It has been an intriguing game to this point. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. The Falcons looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. It's C.J. Stroud with 3. Count them. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd down and 9. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So
now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. The Panthers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. A low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Young. That one complete to Johnston. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the ground, they go with Brooks. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. To throw is Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the receivers do off the line.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A short one there to Otten. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A gain there of 11. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
His kick is good. Next to score, Buccaneers 17, Panthers 10.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Young. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. Thrown left side. The catch is made. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The home team's offense ready to take over once again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
At the 24-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Young to throw on 1st down. Going up top. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll send a tight end in motion. They run out of the gun with Brooks. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
I really like this play design. They're trying to match up the speed of this running back versus the linebacker in coverage, but do it vertical down the middle of the field. And when he can get that matchup, they feel that's advantage offense.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down.
That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Cardi now to add the extra point. It's up and good. Panthers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion, Shakir. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Palmer. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, faking the give. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. He's going to keep it himself. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Young.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run with Brooks. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Tight end motioning left. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Here's Young. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Receiver in motion. Going right. On 1st down is Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Panthers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. A carry now for Brooks. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's to the right, caught by Sanders.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down, where it's a little bit more manageable.
A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. They'll drop to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. He runs with it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. Taking off. He'll try to get there. He's going to have a Bucs 1st down. I do believe gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. He'll run. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So, overtime coming up. Not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. Now a 1st throw here in overtime. Quickly to the outside and complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's his tight end, Otten. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Now a give on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He'll look underneath here for Brooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. This one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6. But he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. This kick is good. He got it. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory.